Hey guys, welcome to Master Gaming VR. I am super hyped. The Jordan Complex, aka 94 in Discord, which you should totally join via one of the links below, requested another review earlier today and completely threw my whole review schedule into disarray because this got bumped up to the top of it. This is Vengeful Rites, a 1999 early access title from Deep Dive Interactive. It was released, I guess, on November 9th. I don't know how I missed this. Immediate hype when I saw this. Places like Upload VR are saying that this fills the void of Vanishing Realms. I absolutely loved Vanishing Realms. These type of games are why I got VR, to live out this virtual fantasy, and with the amount of praise this game is getting, I'm super excited to get in here and take a look at this. It's got frequent updates. The devs look like they're super transparent, offering updates when things go wrong or when there's delays. It looks like they're pretty quick to update the community. There are tons of updates in the news for the Steam, which I like to see that, you know, the devs are communicating. They're saying that there's going to be, you know, an epic story and an engaging melee combat. There's parrying, there's blocking with a shield. The enemies will parry your attacks. Intuitive magic. I saw some really cool effects in the trailer. A perk system, so it's kind of like a leveling tree. It looks like between melee magic and archery. Weapon enchanting, puzzles, boss fights, hidden treasures. They're saying all the right words. If even half of the hype that I'm seeing is true, this is going to be a great game. So I am super excited. I don't know why I'm still talking. Let's get in the game. And wardrobe change. So I recorded this the first go round, but as I tweeted out, I forgot to hit the record button. So an hour and a half of footage just gone. So we're going to do this a second time. It is not my standard first playthrough, but we're going to try and get through this and get through to the first boss just to show all of that. I love this area, this whole like loading screen, and we're going to see this again before we're done. I think that this is really cool. I love the art style. There are going to be people who disagree. The cartoony art style is not for everyone. I think it looks good in VR. I think it ages very well. Just look at WoW. It looks a lot better and a lot smoother than trying to go photorealistic. In an artistic style like this is always just going to age better. So we log in here, and we're standing here in between begin game and options, and the options are already open. Calibration is required. Access options to continue, so you just stick your hand in here. It is already open, so we don't need to do that. So let's go ahead and go to calibrate controls. Just stick your hand in there, and you get this controller calibration setup 1 of 3. Place the right controller against your chest and pull the trigger. Calibrating your controllers ensures that weapons are placed correctly across your body and that spells are properly detect your chest and arm reach. If you ever feel that a spell isn't being cast when it should, kinesis isn't behaving as intended, or your sword is in a weird location, recalibrating will likely correct the issue. Okay, so let's go through 1 of 3. Just T-pose, and then center of your waistline and squeeze the trigger. Alright, you've completed the calibration process. So I like that. It's more in-depth than most calibrations, which are just, okay, go T-pose and we're done. This actually says, all right, where's your chest at? Where's your waist at? And how long are your arms? So it's a nice in-depth calibration that's still quick. Without having to explain it, it would just be trigger, 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 done. So it doesn't really take a whole hell of a lot of extra time, and it's probably worth it. So, other gameplay settings, they do a lot of things right. So we have sliding controller-oriented, head-oriented, so, you know, hit both options for trackpad locomotion. Teleport, fade while moving, and teleport, don't fade. So, good locomotions. Snap turning is disabled, or smooth, or whatever you want here. I'm leaving it disabled. Lefties, you're represented. Allow backpack quick sorting. We got always when not in combat, never. I'm gonna go with always because I didn't figure out what that meant. There wasn't really anything in the backpack to sort. So falling comfort, never blackout vision, blackout when falling, blackout when climbing ends. So I'm going never blackout because I absolutely hate the vignette stuff. And if anybody who's watched the channel for a few videos knows that I absolutely hate that. So calibrate, you can go do that, return to checkpoint, exit game. They have a quit button. Anybody who's watched the channel for a while knows that I have a hard on for quit buttons. Show play space center enabled. So we've got the play space center here. I have the developer chaperone, so I see permanently the floor of my play space bounds. I don't have like the grid walls. I just have the floor outline so that it doesn't really get in the way, but I can easily recenter myself and reorient on the camera. But it's nice to have this center option to just have a quick in-game representation of where the center is. I'm not super thrilled that I feel like you might need to stand on the center for spells to work, but that's for a later date. So shadow quality, you've got hard, soft, or disabled, ambient occlusion, disabled or enabled. So not the greatest on graphic settings, but there's some stuff there if you need to pull down the settings, and then of course your volume, and then just the main options. So we can go ahead and right menu button to close. In game, right menu button brings that up as well. And like I said, you just put your hand here, and that's how you select things. So let's go ahead and begin game. And as you can see, I've already got a slot 1 save here, and I guess it just says continue or delete, which is weird, but I like this. So you can, on one account, you can take this, bring your Vive to the office, your Oculus Quest, your whatever this is going to be on in the long term, take it to the office, set it up, and demo a game like this, and have them play on save slot 4 and not screw with your save on slot 1. I like the save slot idea. It's going back a few generations to like NES, SNES days, but I think it works well. I like it, and yeah, that's it. I like it. So we're going to start new on save slot 2 instead of continuing over here. This is just past the first boss and the first puzzle, and I want to jump into the new game. So you select that, and this wonderful looking orange, yellowy orange portal here just pops up, and you walk through that. And loading.
Master Arbiter.
And we get voice action. What voice action? Voice overs.
You'd better get out there.
Oh, yes.
You can walk with the touchpad on your offhand controller. Movement is relative to the controller's orientation. Pressing in the top of the touchpad will allow you to sprint forward when not in combat. Head over to the door now.
Okay, let's go to the door.
Hold on a minute. You forgot your sword.
Did I?
You can't
Are you sure?
Sparring done without it.
Are you really sure?
Upstairs on the sword rack. You'll want
Who
to
are you anyways?
before heading out to train.
Okay. So, you can pick books up here. This is Dragora's Rebellion and the Fall of the Seraphim. In the millennia following. This font is a little hard to read. I didn't go over these the first time, but I'm going to do it now because I think this is how you get your story. In the millennia following Melgrim's disappearance, the memory of the others had faded to legend. While certainly there was truth to them, every man has seen a goblin in his time. The threat had long since vanished. With it went the desire to serve, to enlist against an enemy that no longer existed. Those who still cared to join the Seraphim were few and far between, and those capable of joining the Brotherhood were fewer and farther. This sad truth made Dragora's betrayal that looks like milk. That much more terrible. When he returned from exile with an army of others at his feet, the Seraphim could not believe their eyes. Their own Brotherhood had returned to lay waste to the home and people he once loved. Unthinkable, and yet it was so. The Seraphim scrambled to take up arms against their disgraced companion and his horde of monsters. The others outnumbered the Seraphim 15-1. But the Seraphim were strong. Their leader, Abardon, strongest of all. The font is very difficult to read. I'm going to say that again because it is. The battle was a short one, but bloody. The Seraphim can be said to be victorious only in that the others were not. Nearly all who fought perished in the fateful light of the Seraphim. Only abandoned still Abardon. Only Abardon still breathed when the dust cleared. For the others only Jogor. Abardon, whether by grief or mercy, spared Jogor, but returned him to exile with that the already dismal numbers of the Seraphim counted among their ranks dwindled to 1. Oh, that's super hard to read. Alright, so it's volume 3, this is volume 1, 2, and 4. So you can pick things up and just, like, throw them around. Actually, let's see. This seems like a money pouch, but it's not. I threw that the first go around, and yeah, so there's physics interactions with the other objects in the world. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Alright, so volume 1. So grip to open. Cursed be his name. Alright. Wow, that was a lot. Okay. So a lot of story there. Was there something in this? No, there was not. So, without me running my mouth anymore, we're going to go off and follow the tutorial and move on. So that was a bit of story that I didn't get the first go around. See? No sword.
Weird. Normally the sword would be hanging right here. Huh. You must have grabbed it earlier and placed it in your backpack.
Yeah, no shit.
To access your backpack, reach over your shoulder and grab it by squeezing and holding the grip button. You can then place it anywhere around you to view.
Hey, look at that.
There's that sword. To take it
right there.
from your backpack,
I told you I had it.
select it with your finger and squeeze the trigger button. Take
Hey.
the sword from your backpack now.
I got it.
You can quickly
See?
store important items in your backpack when wearing it by reaching over your shoulder with the item and squeezing the
Not
grip.
everything has physics.
Grab your backpack with the grip button and store it on your back to continue.
Doop. Done.
Now that you've got everything, it's time to go train.
Hey.
Head outside to find Master Abaddon and begin today's training session.
Nope. There's nothing else in here, so we're just gonna jump down, and no whole vignette thing. All right, so this is my first complaint. We have breakfast right here. This is breakfast, okay? I want to carry this in my backpack. Why can I not put this in my backpack? Nope. It feels like this should take up a slot in the backpack, right? This seems like, okay, hey, look. See, there's food, there's potions, there's weapons. Why does this not go in the backpack? So, that's a problem for me. And you can tell that it's a potion because I can drink it and get 20 mana. Unfortunately, it doesn't break when I slam it on the ground. The apple here, you can eat and get hit points. So those, I feel, should go into your backpack.
You can use the trigger buttons on your controllers to interact with objects in the world. When making contact with an object that you can interact with, your hand will turn green.
Most of this stuff is fairly intuitive. You look old and decrepit.
To deal damage with a sword, you'll want to strike with long...
So I really do like the in-depthness of the tutorial.
You won't deal any damage. The longer the arc of the swing, the more damage you'll deal.
So we can make noise.
Damage immediately after striking an opponent as well. So, flailing like a maniac may work, but it's far from efficient, and it's tiring. Test out your form on the training dummy now.
Alright, so long swings. Alright, versus quick swings. You can see it does about half damage just swinging like crazy. So you have to get a nice rhythm instead. Right. I did that. Oh, come over here. Alright, so problem number 2.
Block their blades with yours while they're attacking. Your enemies will try to dodge your attacks whenever possible. A parry not only lets you avoid taking damage, it also has a chance to keep your enemy off balance and leave them vulnerable to
You can see him swinging straight through my sword.
Attack Master Abaddon now to begin parrying his attacks.
Okay, that one went under the sword. That was not... I mean, I'm going to have to play this back again, but I'm fairly certain that I'm going straight through his sword when I do this. So if your sword is in motion, it seems like there's an issue with parrying. Right? Like right there, that had to have gone straight through my sword. Again. Go ahead and slow the video down, and you can see, like, I'm trying to make contact with the hilt right there.
As an apprentice of the Seraphine Brotherhood, you're capable of using Seraphine magic. You can squeeze and hold the grip buttons to tap into your magical power and select one of the disciplines of Seraphine magic to wield. Once a discipline is selected, you can cast spells in that discipline until selecting a new one. To cast a spell of your selected discipline, you'll need to focus your mana by squeezing the trigger button, and then perform the correct gesture. The first spell you'll learn to cast is the Illusory Shield, a shield of magic that blocks incoming attacks at the expense of mana. To conjure your Illusory Shield, squeeze the trigger, then quickly twist your hand outward. Similar to
so I really like this. It's just
try casting Illusory Shield a
done.
few times now.
Just twist.
By now, you probably
Doesn't matter.
noticed the medallion on the back of your
Just a quarter turn twist.
The red outer ring of the medallion shows your current health. Similarly, the inner gauge shows your current mana and which magical discipline you've selected with that hand. Attack Master Abaddon now to continue your training. Try to block his attacks with your Illusory Shield, and take note of how your mana decreases with each blocked attack.
You can see the yellow bar, the yellow filling. So the shield works better for blocking attacks. I did have some stuff the first go around that went through the shield. Jackass, don't get pissed off because you're losing.
Not to worry though, you can heal yourself back to full health with Restoration.
You guys can pause and read this.
To cast Healing Orb, select Restoration as your chosen magical discipline. Then, your health may be full now, but your mana is quite
Rip.
low. Unlike health, your mana regenerates
Fizzle.
over time. One way to regenerate your mana faster is through the use of Mana Crystal.
Mana Crystal.
It's time to learn how to cast Destruction Magic. The first spell you learn from the Destruction discipline is Fireball. The gesture for this one is simple. With Destruction Magic selected, squeeze and hold the trigger to conjure a fireball. Then throw the fireball as you would a normal ball, releasing the trigger when you would normally release the ball. Try to hit the training dummy with a
Kamehameha! I missed. No, I still got it.
With the Kinesis discipline, you can take control of objects from a distance, which can be done at no mana cost.
So this actually feels really good, but at the same time is kind of tricky.
Likewise, you can move the object further away by extending your hand further from your chest. If this isn't happening, try recalibrating your controls now. You'll notice that objects turn to face the direction in which they are moving. To freeze or unfreeze a controlled object's rotation, squeeze the grip button. Use your Kinesis to collect the bundles of kindling around the yard and place them in the cart to continue.
There is a distance on it. Have a drink. Where'd the other one go? I thought it was... Oh, there it is. I thought there was one behind the cart. There we go. Hey! And everything over there just died. Just rip. I'm gonna go check that out. You just don't move. Like, at all. Even though the forest just died over there. That's cool. Alright. So, I really like the fact that we can have magic in one hand and sword in another hand. That is what really sells combat on me. Because like I said, parrying has issues. Blocking is better, but I don't really see myself using sword and board a lot. I see myself using either healing or destruction a lot. Oh, hey, look. It's an other, aka a goblin, who's trying to figure out how to climb. Here, catch. I missed that one.
Your journey will take you to many locations.
I didn't notice he dropped an apple.
You need to climb to continue on.
I needed that.
But there won't always be ladders where you're going. Keep an eye out for areas in the environment that look climbable, like these rocks.
So convenient. These climbable rocks are right here. Hey. Mana crystal over there. Have that. Ah, that's my knee. No. Okay. And, oh look, arrows. I need more mana. It would be great if this would regen quicker, so I could use it once before. Alright, fuck it. Alright, full health. And I did look around here and didn't see anything the first go around, so I'm just going to
Congratulations! You've discovered a meteor shard. When used to sharpen your sword, a meteor shard will enchant your sword's blade with magical properties. To sharpen your sword, simply drag the meteor shard along your sword's blade from the base.
Dun, 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 dun. Game saved.
Striking an enemy with an enchanted sword has a chance to activate the enchantment. Additionally, an enchanted sword can have its effect activated at will for a short duration with the trigger button. If manually activated, an enchantment will not automatically...
Kind of not so great
Nor will you be able to manually activate it
in effect, but
10 minutes.
What? It's a two. You could have told me the 2-minute bullshit before I used it. Alright, so I'm just gonna look at this tree over here really quick. Because I didn't look at this before. Alright, so no, can't go through that. I can stand in the fire apparently. Being a Seraphim means immune to fire damage. So I'm gonna check that out. Are we? We are immune to fire. Grab that just to fill up on the way out, and we will head out. You know, fuck like putting this fire out or anything. Just, you know, we're just gonna leave that there. We're mighty mages with telekinesis and all kinds of other shit. But fuck saving all the woods. We can just jump off, which is nice. We can't cross water though. Epic and mighty mages, warrior mages. Basically, we're medieval Jedi, and we can't cross water. Oh, fuck you guys. Soften you guys up a little bit. Come on, bring it. No, Master who doesn't speak.
Master Abaddon has been slain. This wasn't the work of a few measly goblins. This has to be the hand of Dragor.
Yes, let's blame the guy we have no evidence against.
You're the only one left who can stop whatever it is he has planned. Good luck.
Shouldn't we, like, I don't know, take the Master's sword and, like, go use that to avenge our fallen Master? Alright, let's heal up. Okay. Destruction magic. Refill our mana. So one thing that I didn't look was that you can actually go in here, and there's no purpose or point to this whatsoever, because you can't grab the picks in here for whatever reason, but I like that there's stuff there that, like, has no purpose. It's just, you know, making the world believable. So we have a fork, but we have a giant glowy arrow that says go over this way. Normally I would go to the right, but I've done this before, so I'm just going to go the way that I'm supposed to.
A life fruit.
Yay!
When consumed, a life fruit restores missing hit points and permanently increases your maximum.
Yay!
This one is still fresh on the tree. All you have to do is get it down. You could climb for it, but there may be another way.
So we can... Ah! We're not bad. We can... Okay, we can only climb so far. But we can climb the tree, and like you said, we can... Just wasting mana. We can do it that way, or we can use magic. Hey! Plus 10 hit points. Alright. And once again, our mystical magical Jedi powers are no match for water. Our one and only weakness. So I'm making fun of bits and pieces of the game, but I do enjoy the game. I am having fun with the game. I am not sold on this being the second coming of Vanishing Realms yet, but I do like it. I do think it's a good game from what I've already played of it. So that is close to the end of the tutorial. Like, there's a really good tutorial. It forces you to run through everything, for better or worse. As I have zero intention of ever being an archer, but hey, look, there's a bow. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Do you speak? Do you just stare ahead with very dead eyes? Okay, I'm gonna take the bow.
Congratulations.
Thanks for the free bow.
Your first bow. Archery is one of the fundamental disciplines of combat, and a great way to handle threats from afar. Bows can be hoisted
Very, very sexy.
back with the grip button for quick access. Head over to the archery box to practice using your new bow now.
So this is the one that I think that I want in Mana Steel. Then we have Life Steal, which is also very valid. I could very much want that, but I think Mana Steel, since I can heal myself, depending on how much this steals, and whether or not it only steals from casters or not, this could be the most useful of the three. Ignition Not so much. Soldier's bow, meh. Hunter's bow, meh. And then we could sell here, but we have nothing to sell. So, into the box.
Your arrows are stored in the quiver over your shoulder. When holding a bow, you can grab arrows with the trigger. Currently, you can hold up to 12 arrows, but you won't have to use your own arrows for this training exercise. To knock an arrow to the bowstring, keep
it's the angle on this is a little weird.
To the string.
I don't know if I like it.
Not pull back the string and release the trigger button to fire.
The knocking it is sometimes a little weird. It's not going to do it now. Okay, yeah, it's not going to do it now. Sometimes it's a little weird. But aiming is fairly consistent. You see that I'm not quite getting it on the first insertion. I have to kind of fiddle with it a little bit to find the string sometimes. Oh, damn it. So the first go around I got 18. We'll see how well I do this time after a little bit of practice. Come on. You can see that number on the bow. That is your number of arrows, which we can carry a max of 12. I missed too many. 19! Hey, I beat my score by 1. Yay!
Your performance has impressed the shopkeeper and convinced him to reward you with an elixir of the god.
I'll put that back on the lower back.
These elixirs are extremely rare. When imbibed, they provide the drinker with a permanent boost to their combat ability. Drink this one now to learn how to improve your abilities.
Let go. Again, I can't smash the bottle. I really want to smash the bottle. Hey, I told you we'd be back here.
Here you can allot points earned from imbibing elixirs of the gods into perks that improve your proficiency in various disciplines of combat. If both perks of a discipline are maxed out, a 7th ultimate perk is available for that discipline. Be warned, these perks are permanent and cannot be reversed once unlocked. You will not be able to unlock every perk by the end of the game, so choose wisely.
Alright, I know what I'm going for, but let's go ahead and look at all of these really quick. So we've got archery damage, 10, 30, and 50%. Maximum arrows raised to 15, 18, and 24, so by the end of that you can double your arrow carrying capacity. Mana cost by 10, 30, and 50%, very nice. Mana regeneration, 25, 50, and 100% faster, also very nice. Sword damage increased by 10, 30, and 50%. Seeing a pattern here. Cooldown reduced by 10, 30, and 50% for enchantments. And then you've got your ultimate up there. I really wish that we could see what the ultimate is. I don't like the fact that I have to invest 6 points into a tree to be able to see what the ultimate is. I don't know if, maybe I want mana regeneration and I want sword damage, but I don't know which one of the ultimates I want. So do I invest in the cooldown that I don't want, or do I invest in mana cost that I don't want? I do obviously want mana cost. I want these two. But what is the ultimate? Why can't I see that before I've already put the permanent 6 points in? So not super happy about that, but let's go ahead and pick mana regeneration. We will alternate between mana regen and sword damage back and forth. And you can see that one of the stones fell into place from out here. And if we count those, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think we counted that one, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's see, 12, 13, I think, oh yes, and then the one we have right there, 14. So I think by the end of the game, we'll have 14 points just based on that. That is a great big assumption on my part, though. So I think that I will have enough to fill up both of these and get both of their ultimates by the end of the game. So that is my plan. I will probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is my projected plan right now, because I do want to do the melee magic thing. It seems to fit the character and it fits my playstyle, so we've used our point, we've gotten our mana regen up, so let's go ahead and go out. That is my plan at the moment. And then you can do this mini game whenever. And then I have... Where'd my backpack go? Alright, I have 274 gold, which is not enough to buy anything. I definitely want this guy. The sword looks pretty sexy. Thank you for the bow. Thank you for the elixir. You've been great. You should blink, though. I'm gonna go. So, just like Vanishing Realms, you can break the blocks and get all the things. And because I'm a loot whore, I'm gonna break all the blocks. Box, stuff. I'm gonna open all the things. Okay, I'm just gonna Geronimo this because no fall damage. Alright, we're in a shiny cave with shiny diamonds and shiny goblins.
Congratulations! You discovered a raw deposit of mana vein. When it's
I love that it sets them on fire.
Mana vein restores missing mana points.
Arrows that I don't need.
Permanently increases your maximum mana points. To absorb the mana vein's energy, simply touch it with both hands.
Hey, max mana plus 10. I like it. And that doesn't break. Those do, however. And so many arrows. You will get a lot of arrows. That it makes it very easy to be an archer, if you so desire. I do not so desire, so I'm not going to use that. Ow. Ah, damn it. Okay. He dead. And I want my money. I can't reach my money. Alright, and just like Vanishing Realms, I definitely see the comparisons. Break all the things really quick. Get that out of the way. And then... Oh, damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright. Hey!
You've discovered a deposit of...
I can't remember the Zelda jingle.
You can extract the valuable gold inside.
So you can either...
Like the pickaxe once obtained can be stored in your inventory for later use.
You can either do this, or what I found to be very effective, just wiggle. Just wiggle with it. You can waggle to win on the gold ore. If it was melee, I would be very upset about that, but as it's just gold ore, and it's a tedious way to get money, I'm okay with it. And something else awesome, it works on the barrels too. So if you are in a place like this, and you've got barrels, then you don't need to worry about it. And you can't get the things here, which is meh, but okay, whatever. Alright, so this took me a minute last time just to get things in the appropriate places. Like, see, that would have been annoying not to waggle with it, so. And the blunt head helps pick up coins a little bit easier. I'm gonna go bust everything up in here. Get all the gold, because I want one of those fucking swords. Though I don't think that I ever see that shopkeep again, at least not anytime soon. Okay, so we just put that back in our bag, like so. And then we can go to telekinesis. Go that way. Go that way. Alright, and drop that there. And then you, sir, come over here. And I'm not going to put it there yet. I'm going to drop it here because I don't have the right angle. And I'm going to climb. I kind of wish there was an easier way to grab the pickaxe out of the backpack than pulling out the backpack, but I mean, it's not that big a deal. Hey, I get my money from killing him. Again, that would have taken a lot longer without waggling, so... Oh, hey, there's gold in the wall. All right. So make sure you sift the wall for gold. That doesn't work. Because you can, actually, grab torches. Ah! And torches do work, and they do set some things on fire. So now, we can't jump, which... I don't understand why we can't jump. Master of magic and melee. All powerful. Blocked by jumping. So I wish we could control the rotation and the orientation of this thing a little bit better. Because you can see that it does some weird shit. Like, there's a lot that could be better about telekinesis. Come on. Alright. Oh no, is this gonna let me? Alright, there we go. Alright, that was much quicker. But it's very frustrating to do those precise things with telekinesis. It's great for just get over here for bringing something directly to you, but to lay something out like this, it's not as good as I would like to see it. Alright, so that is that, and now we are going to... and climbing is fairly seamless and easy. You get that nice green hand feedback that you're where you need to be. Again, plenty of arrows. Plenty of gold. Some cards you can destroy, some cards you can't. It really doesn't make sense. And we've got buddies. And our health is low. I can't believe we didn't heal. So now I don't have fireball. It's just gonna whiff. So the melee combat can be very good like that. It's kind of hit or miss. That was great, like almost all the parries went off. I didn't intend to hit that, but whatever, it works. So that was pretty good too. Right. Greater knowledge thou seek to learn. What once was mine, thou must return. Okay, so we recover some mana, even though we don't need it. We don't need any health, but... Oh, hey, look. There's a book. Let's just force push this right up in there. Fairly simple puzzle, but I like it. And a little bit more story. The gate remained barred for centuries, sealed by the ancients in their fear.
Congratulations! You've learned kinetic thrust.
Oh, baby.
You can now unleash a wave of kinetic energy to impact the environment and your enemies.
Oh, baby.
The steps to cast kinetic thrust are as follows. 1. With Kinesis selected from the spell menu, bring your hand to your chest and pull the trigger.
So you can use it once.
With the trigger held, thrust your hand quickly in the chosen direction. 3. Release the trigger as soon as your arm is fully extended.
Alright, so can only use it once back to back, so it's a little limited. I probably won't use it all that often, other than when I need to. The gate remained barred for centuries, sealed by ancients in their fear. For a time, the people believed they were safer for it. But when the true threat arrived, it came from the other side, and the gate that had once safeguarded them against danger served only to trap them with it. They went at the gate with axes and fire. They went at it with rams. All failed. Then a wizened mage stepped forth. With a silent word and a thrust palm, the mage summoned such a force that the gate was blown clear from its hinges. The very ground shook in the spell's wake. The people were saved. A much better font than in the books. Also, a better love story than Twilight. But, yeah. Oh no! There are rocks blocking my way. Whatever shall I do? And these rocks don't go away. They actually have physics, which I think is pretty cool. I can push them around and I can do stuff with them. If I come back through here, they'll still be here. It's nice. Alright, so I probably should have gone back for one of those mana crystals, because this looks like a place where I'm obviously going to get ambushed by something. Oh, hey, look! An ambush. So you can block magic. Coming down, Broseph. I'm coming for you. Now there was that rope ladder we could climb, but with him here, I don't particularly want to do that. Have some of your own medicine. Goodbye. Alright, so there was nothing up here. There was nothing in there. I don't think... Oh yeah, there were the barrels. Got to get the barrels. And he had money. There are planks, but I don't know what the planks are for. I feel like there should be some use for them. Like getting to some secret place or something. I wonder if I could, like, put them over here and get into a place that I'm not supposed to, but I won't do that now. We still got a lot of ground to cover. Hopefully we can squeeze all of this into an hour. So very obvious hidden entrance behind waterfall, but we're gonna bypass that just for a second. And come over here and, oh hey, look, treasure on the beach. So if you hunt around, money is not hard to come by. Nice little rowboat. It'd be cool if we could take the rowboat somewhere. Just get off this island. Hey, game saved. That's not a bad sign. Not a bad sign at all. Oh, hey, look. Swirly Portal of Doom. And loading screen. And more loading screen. And lots and lots and lots and lots of loading screen. Loading to the point where it feels like something crashed. And there we go. So loading screens are longer than I'd like. And we have a great big penis-shaped crystal. And we have bombs. Whee! Yep. Oh shit. No, no! No, 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 no. Okay. So we can't blow up the crystal. We can blow up the bombs, but we can't blow up the crystal. So let's go ahead and grab this. And more Zelda-like feelings in that. Oh, hey, look. And we can't hear a damn word he's saying. But basically he's saying throw a bomb at it. Hey! And then once again we have a plank that needs levitating into place. That was actually really easy, to be honest. Wah, wah, wah. It's probably for that reason. Because bye-bye plank. Oh, it comes back. Alright. Well, this allows me to walk over just fine, so we can see a treasure chest over there, hidden. So one thing that I didn't go over this time is stabbing is not effective. So last time I was here, this guy actually bugged out on me and went invisible. So, early access. So, stabbing doesn't do much. Oh yeah, he'll fucking jump behind you because he's a jackass. And he heals because fuck him. Take that, bastard. I love the melee and the magic. I really just love it. Oh. Okay, that was my headset dying, actually. And nothing to do with the game itself. That was the battery for the wireless ran out a lot quicker than I was expecting. Apparently it wasn't a full charge for some reason. But we are, I think, at the 1 hour mark, so it doesn't look like we're going to get to the boss unless we want to take some extra time. Again, a potion I can't put in my backpack, so we just drink it because we've got a logbook here that explains how they entered the crystal mine, how the ground has been shaking, I wonder if it's from the explosions, getting deeper into the mine, big room, yet to set up a lift, shaking hasn't stopped, and you can feel it more as we get deeper inside. It isn't timed with the explosions either. So, hinting at a big boss. And we get another health fruit. And then this mine is a fairly large level. Maybe what I'll do is actually cut out part of the mines here. I don't normally cut gameplay, but I'd really like to show off the first boss fight, and this video has gotten really long. So maybe we will just do that. Alright, so going this way, we have war bombs. Come on. Alright. And more walls to blow up. It's not the way I went last time. Oh, there's a mage and an archer in here? Oh yeah, I'm hurting. I have not experienced what death is like yet. I would not be surprised if this was the time where I found out. So let's run through here really quick. The mages like to disappear too. So he disappeared the last time I was in here as well. Yeah, he just fucking stabbed me with an arrow. Alright, and then he died, because fuck him. But yeah, the mage is now nowhere to be seen. I don't know where, I don't know why, I don't know how, but the mage is gone. Best I can say is early access, question mark. So I don't want to go that way yet. So there's a lot of different squirrely paths in here. So they do dodge a little bit. There's a lot of people in here. I'm gonna come here into the quiet part of town and get some gold. Right, and then we've got something that we can knock out over there to go down. Alright, that's all of the gold. And enough to heal myself. I love that I can heal myself. So we're a Dark Knight and a Paladin. And we've got shiny stuff over there. Put that back. And aha! We're gonna take the Mana Steel. And we just overwrote the... Ooh, that's very shiny. I didn't see that last time. We just overwrote the Flame enchantment. So you can only have one enchantment. It lasts forever. This will be good in a pinch, I think. Again, I don't know if this works on all enemies or just enemies with mana, but this should mean that I always have mana to heal myself, and I always have mana to deal damage. For what I want to do, this seems like the perfect build. So, what was back this way? This way was... Oh yeah. So there's another potion of power stuff over there, like King's Elixir or whatever it was called. Got a sneaky gob over here. He's not very sneaky. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's got a trigger. I forgot that it has to actually trigger to do something. Or I have to actively use it to make it do something. So, it's the one setback of that. But since I'm going to be actively using spells in combat, it should be fine. It'll be fine. I keep wanting to use grip to open things instead of trigger. Alright, so that drops us into that central room over there. We're going to go back to that telekinesis area. And we're full health again. But we're very low on mana. Alright, actually we'll go to this room and get some mana back. Alright, he is an archer. You can see sometimes the sword goes through them and doesn't connect, which I find extremely frustrating. Alright, so we can sneak through here. You're actually forced to discover this area too. And down the hatch. Oh, son of a... Oh, well, we were going there anyways. Alright, so I said I wanted sword damage up next. Hey, and we're done. And we're down here, because fuck everything. Alright, how did I get out of this? I don't remember. Is it through here? I guess, yeah, this is where I wanted to go. Anyways. Just clear this path open. Alright. Like I said, all the rocks have physics. This is where I went around and got all the gold. So now we're gonna pull out our pickaxe and go to town on some of this gold. Alright, money, money, money. Got to love money. And I don't know if I've beat the dead horse to death yet or not, but the definitely okay with the waggle on this. It saves a lot of tedium. I do wish that they didn't spawn inside the wall. Right. I have 2,432 gold on this guy. That's a lot of gold. That is one of those big beefy swords and an enchantment slot thing. Stone, meteor, whatever. Alright, and then we've come back to this room, which is where we just fought the warrior and the archer. We came from there. We didn't break all of the things though, which is upsetting to me, because break all the things. Actually, I didn't think that was going to work. Fuck all of those crates, because they're not blocks, they're crates. Alright. So this is a telekinesis puzzle. So, we're on telekinesis. Let's go ahead and bring you to me. Come here, good sir. Come on, you can do it. Come to Papa. Go that way. And stop. Yeah, that should be good. You are gonna go up there on top of him. And you're very slow. And that looks about right there. And then you are gonna go that way. It's not moving very fast at all. It's super slow. And right in there. Alright. And now, that's everything. We already got the elixir out of that. And we climb. Stand up on that. We climb some more. And we walk across this. And we climb some more. And we break some blocks. And I keep calling blocks when they're crates. But whatever. Again, see, you can break some of those, but not all of them. And then there is, you can see a little bit of blue light through. But I don't think that that is something that you can do. Oh shit! Oh hey, it's our first boss. How's it going? How's it going, buddy? Ow, ow. So yeah, I don't think. I don't think that we're going to be able to do. We can just keep doing 1 damage to him over and over again. I think there's probably. Hey, what's that? Yeah, you keep doing that. Here you go. Have a. Oh, that wasn't intended, actually. Oh, fuck, I'm dying. Alright, where are more bombs? Where are more bombs? This is why I don't like playing through a second time, because I have to pretend like I don't know what I'm doing a little bit. Where the fuck did the bombs go? Oh, you're gonna fucking throw them at me now? Well, fuck you. Alright, we're back to full health. No, no, you can go away. You can go away. Goodbye. Alright, I don't have a bomb for you. Oh, wait, hold on. I do have a bomb for you. I didn't see this. Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? Are you gonna stay there for it? No, it's not. Well, fuck. Okay. Sir, can I have another bomb, please? It's very important. Listen here, you. I need another bomb. Raw. I need a bomb. Not a punch. I need a bomb. Is everyone already out? So when he does the jump butt slam, bombs fall out of his butt. He's not doing the attack where bombs fall out of his butt. Sir. There we go. And you see the bombs right there now. Super useful. Now we come over here and say, hey, I'm over here in front of the pillar. I do like that there's a mechanic. I'm making fun of it a little bit, but ow, jackass. I guess he didn't like that. Can you please, sir? There we go. All right, get him stuck, and then drop that right about there. And then he gets crushed. So this is the stone giant thing that the stuff was talking about. And there's the bomb. Much easier this time. All right. Would you care to? Nope, not a punch. Not a punch. Not a bomb. Could you do your? There you go. Oh, that works. I didn't even have to do anything. Oh, apparently the last little bit I have to do. When, shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. So when I did this last time, that was all I needed. He was just done after that. So it looks like you have to, alright, that was 50 damage. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Could you not, please? That'd be great. Okay. Haha, I stabbed him in his face. Jackass. Okay, and that is where I'm going to end this because it's super long. I don't know if I cut in the middle or not. I know I said I did, but it'll depend on exactly how long this is. And then once we get out of here, we jump immediately into a cog puzzle. But I'm not going to get started on this. I'm going to go ahead and jump out and give my final thoughts. I apologize if this got super long, but I'm really enjoying this game, and I will probably have more of this on the channel because I really did like Vanishing Realms, and while I don't think that this is the second coming of Vanishing Realms, it will definitely do as a placeholder. So, I will jump out and see you in a second. Okay, so that was good. It's not quite the second coming of Vanishing Realms that it was sort of described to me as, and some of the reviews that I read beforehand. This is why I try not to read any reviews prior to. I don't like biasing myself. It was a good game. I did have fun. I did enjoy myself. But the comparisons to Vanishing Realms, it's a double-edged sword. Vengeful Rites is forever going to live in the shadow of Vanishing Realms, and maybe it's nostalgia or the game just really was that good. I have very, very fond memories of Vanishing Realms. I really love that game. It's one of my top favorite VR titles. Vanishing Realms was great, and Vengeful Rites is going to live in that shadow, or at least the shadow of that memory, because it is so similar. And like I said, that's a good thing in that it gets you compared to a really good game, but on the other hand, you're compared to a really good game and you have to live up to that. And for the most part, it does a good job, but there are a few things such as combat. Combat isn't quite as good. If I had to choose between the two, hands down, I would go with Vanishing Realms combat over Vengeful Rites. And the reason why is the parry animation, or just the parry detection in general. It's more of an issue when you're doing the tutorial with your master than it is when actually fighting enemies. And it may just be that animation that the master is doing. When I slowed the video down and looked at it when I was blocking, when he was coming in with the overhand, and I was throwing my sword up to parry. Going frame by frame in the video capture software, he goes from this pose where it looks like he's about to hit my sword and looks like a successful parry to me, to down here like 2 to 3 feet in a single frame. So maybe it's just his animation that's broken, but I felt like some of the hit detection wasn't quite where it should be, and hopefully this is just early access issues. But then again, Vanishing Realms I think is still in early access, so some issues around parrying that I think definitely need to be refined. But not only that, the enemies just in general felt easier. With Vanishing Realms, some of the higher tiered skeletons, you really had to have your timing down pat. You had to block their attack and get in perfect timing an attack in the perfect spot that was exposed. Otherwise, you just weren't going to hit them. They were going to block everything you threw at them. And that's a mixed bag. You could go one way or either. It was a love-or-hate relationship. I personally love the combat. I love the difficulty. I love the challenge and the sense of accomplishment that comes with beating a particularly difficult foe. I enjoy that, and I want more of that. The combat here feels maybe a little too loose, where I can just sort of swing, and I'm gonna hit the enemy every single time. They didn't really parry. They very rarely dodged. Occasionally I would get an armor icon that popped up that seemed like, okay, maybe they blocked that. For some reason it didn't do as much damage. I don't know. It's just less satisfying in general, and that's the best way that I can put it. The boss fights, on the other hand, I really like the boss fights, the boss fight, the one that I've done it twice. And there's observation and there's strategy. So it's not just go in there and tank and spank and you've got this huge giant thing and you're gonna kill it with your tiny little pointy stick. He was difficult. He didn't take really any damage from your direct attacks. You had to watch and pay attention, and when he did his jump slam, you had to notice that, hey, a bomb falls out of his bag when he does that, and then you pick the bomb up, and then you light it and you throw it at him, and you see that it does not that much damage more than just swinging your sword at him. And then somehow you stumble upon the fact that he's going to swing and get stuck in the pillar. Okay, well, that's a perfect time for me to drop a bomb at him, and he's not gonna run away from the bomb. And then, oh shit, it took the whole pillar out. I really wish that I had gotten my first I hadn't. I'm still kicking myself for screwing up that recording, because I think that first recording was so much better with that boss fight. My first natural reactions to that happening. I really liked how that boss fight went. I'm spending too much time on that, but really good. I hope to see the other boss fights do similar to that. The talent tree. The talent tree was good. I liked a lot of the things with the talent tree, that it's there, that we have the options. I do think that it needs a lot more info. With the point allocation being permanent and no way to respec your character, you potentially have to ruin a build just to see what those talents are, what those ultimate abilities are. And I don't think that that's okay. I want to know what that is before, so that I can plan accordingly. How many points are we going to have? What is that ultimate ability? These are important pieces of information that we need to correctly plan out a build, or have to re-roll another character because we screwed it up. I actually don't think it's going to be that bad, But you get my point. In any sort of game, like if say Path of Exile, the sphere grid, talent grid, whatever you want to call it, the Final Fantasy X style talent system. If the ultimate abilities in that were unseen and you spend 100 levels getting there, that would be a ridiculous waste of time. Here, it's only 7 levels, but still, it could prevent you from, getting the warrior talent or the mage talent. I'm rambling on this. I just think that we need more information, at least what those ultimates are, so that you can plan towards going to get one of them. I don't know why it's hidden. I don't see any point to it. The backpack seems pointless at the moment. It seems like it's just a place to hold your pickaxe and show you where your gold is. I can't put anything into it, whether it be food or potions or the things that I find along the ground. Like, nothing would go into it. It just falls to the ground. I'm hoping this is an early access bug, or maybe I just haven't found anything that goes into it, but I think I've gone far enough that I should have something in my backpack at this point. It's just pointless right now. I could have the pickaxe on my hip and a gold counter on my sword. Like, there's no reason for the backpack to exist right now. It's just a tedious extra step of pulling it out, grabbing the pickaxe. It's maybe a little bit more immersive, but it's more tedious if there's nothing else in the backpack. No other reason to have the backpack. So I'd like to see that fixed and let us put food and potions in there that we can save them for later and use them when we need to. Because there's definitely some times where I've needed to, when you got a mage over here and an archer over there and a warrior tanking up front while I get plucked with acid and arrows. Graphics, I think, are, when you're in headset, they look good. Watching from outside, maybe not so much. I know that some people aren't going to be fond of the cartoony art style, but really, consistency over photorealism is better when you're in headset. When you look around and everything looks like that, then it's much easier to accept. And like I said at the beginning, I think it's going to age better and just overall look better than trying to be photorealistic in a game like this. It feels very Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Like, they just took that color palette and ran with it. And I have no issues with it. Other people are going to. I don't. There was a plethora of options. Most locomotion options are here for most people. This should satisfy 99% of people. There are going to be people that are going to want some comfort options that aren't available, like vignette while you are trackpad locomoting isn't a thing. There are some other comfort options that aren't available that maybe should be, but there's teleport for the people that do need it. I would like to see more comfort options, but overall there's a plethora of options, and I think that it is a good start. On its own, Vengeful Rites is a decent RPG. It's always going to have to live in the shadow of Vanishing Realms, but on its own as a standalone title, it is worth picking up. Definitely go play the demo. There is a free demo for the game that you can just go get. There's no reason not to play that. Definitely go get the demo. This is likely worth your money. I believe it was $19.99. If we even get a couple hours, like just going to the first boss was close to an hour and a half. Like, this video is stupidly long. I think that it's going to be worth the money, even if it's only a couple more hours long, even if it's the same length as Vanishing Realms and only about 3 hours worth of content. I still think that $19.99 is going to be worth it in the end. So go in with appropriate expectations, though. If you go in with like all the hype, like, oh, this is the second coming of Vanishing Realms, it's going to be so great, it's so awesome, it's wonderful, hey, you might be disappointed. Go in with normal expectations that this is going to be a good RPG. The end. Don't try not to compare it to Vanishing Realms. It's very hard because they're very, very similar, but try to just go in expecting a decent RPG and you should be satisfied. I will be streaming more of this, probably sometime next week after this video releases, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably be bouncing between this and Survive for a little bit. So there is that. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like, sub, comment down below, join Discord, hit me up on any one of those channels to request videos. Like I said at the beginning, this was a request from the Jordan Complex, also known as 94 in Discord, which you should totally join. And that's going to do it for this look at Vengeful Rites. Please, check out all the stuff down in the description below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.